Hello, I'm Shad. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna build a bunny hop jump bar or high jump bar, whatever we want to call it. And so I got everything I need right here. I'm gonna call this the poor man's bunny hop bar. I got a receipt here. What is my total? $6.68. And the reason it's so cheap is because the only things I had to buy was this box of nails and this piece of PVC pipe. This big piece of ugly plywood, it's left over from, as you can see, I cut a transition for a jump box that I made. And this is just a scrap piece, and I'm glad I saved it because what I will do is I'll cut some squares out of that. And those will be the base for the stands. And then my plan is to use this marker and the tape measure to mark 1-inch increments, and then I'm going to put a nail at every increment on both sides, and then it'll be super simple to just move the bar up the nails. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. These are the materials. In my workshop I have my tools set up, and once this is done I probably won't keep it here at my house. I might just take it over to the factory, which is the indoor place we ride here in northeast Minneapolis, and we'll just set it up there and the kids and everybody can play with it. So that's it. Let's get to work. Alright, here we are in my shop. We're all set with the right tools, and this is going to be the base. I decided I'm going to cut it and make two 20 by 20 inch squares for the bases. I've already got a line drawn on there to make the first cut. This is going to be an awkward piece to cut, so we'll see how that goes. I don't really have a lot of space in here. I do have a circular saw and some goggles, and we'll keep my fingers out of the way. Okay, so we got our first cut. We did this cut here, and then we'll take the tape measure, find out 20 inches going this way, because we want to make a square, correct? We'll mark that off. And I'm being kind of crude doing this. Don't think it has to be perfect. I already know this is about 20 inches, so I'll do another mark. We'll make this next cut, draw roughly a straight line using the tape measure. I don't really care what happens after that, although I'll just come in from that way. And we'll make the next cut. Always wear safety goggles. Eyes are important. Piece of cake. Okay, here we are. We got our first base piece cut. I actually could use this as a template on this next piece to just draw my square and then cut it. It will be super easy. The idea here is we're going to take one of these, which are going to be the stands with the nails in it, and we'll screw it right into this board, and then that way when it sits flat on the ground, my ceiling's kind of low here so I can't show you, but when this stands on the ground, this will stand up. I'm already thinking I might have to take another piece of 2x4 and screw it to the side of this so we just have a stronger, more stable base for this thing. But we'll find out as we go along. We can always make adjustments. Let's cut the next square out and start marking where we're going to put our nails. 2 bases. Right there. Now, let's go on to the next step. Okay, now that we've got the bases cut, we're going to start marking our 2x4s and getting ready to put nails in them. One of the things I did, and you might notice in the video, I did a little cleanup because sawdust was everywhere. And it sucks to work in a pile of sawdust. So we're going to grab our 2x4s, and the whole idea here is to just mark 1-inch increments on the 2x4. So one of the things I have to account for is that this plywood has a certain thickness, so let's measure what that is. And so this is 5/8 thick plywood. So we have to subtract 5/8 from our first measurement. Subtract 5/8, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to start bunny hopping at 1 inch. I'm trying to think about it. We do have, I am going to bring this to the factory, and we have some young kids and some beginners, so maybe I will. Yeah, let's do 1 inch. There's our inch marker, and then we're just going to go up every inch from there. Pretty easy to do as long as we keep the tape where it belongs. So we're at 10 inches. I really hope I can bunny hop higher than 10 inches. 19 inches, 20 inches, 21, 22, keep on going. So we'll go up to 40 inches on this one. So 40 inches, I don't know how well this video, or how high this video can see, but that's going to be 40 inches right there. It's about waist height. So here we are, you can kind of see what I did here. The idea is we're going to just put a nail in at each marking and try to be as accurate as we can, and that will be what the bar rests on. So we're going to do 2 of these, one on each side obviously. Still going strong, only got 40 nails to pound in for each side, you know, that's no big deal, right? Alright, that's our last nail. Now, we gotta put numbers on this bad boy. So we're just gonna start writing the numbers from 1 to 40, and then that way, when you have both sides up, you can see, you know, which ones you're on. You don't have to make a guess or count them manually. You just know that you're on the same number on both sides. So there we have it. One side is done. Pretty sweet. Now we just got to do the other side. 39, 40. There we go. We have all 80 nails in, 40 each side, and our 40-inch markers for both sides. I'm sure I'm at a point where you can see where I'm going with these. Once these are standing up on the platforms, you can just easily put the PVC pipe across at the right setting for both sides. So it's getting late. I think I'm going to pack it up for tonight. I think it's a little after 11. I have a normal day job, so I gotta go to bed so I can do that. But we do have our squares cut. We got our PVC, all the nails done, kind of the hard labor stuff is already done. I just got to mount these onto those. So now that we got our center marked, we just want to put this piece, watch the ceiling here, right in the middle, and we'll screw this in. And this is actually what we're looking for. We just want to have this dialed. I'll measure the other side so I know where the center is, so I make sure my screws go into this 2x4. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to take the ugly side of this board and have that facing towards the floor, or ground. And so I'm going to start this screw and then get another one started, because I don't really have a good way to support this. So while I'm screwing the 2x4 in, so this is the best way. So now that I have those both in there, I'll just go ahead and prop this 2x4 up against the wall, push this in there right in the center because I have it marked. Oh, stability. So now that I have that screw in, piece of cake, because everything's going to hold together. Snug. That actually holds better than I thought it would. So there you have it. 2 side supports for our crossbar. Each one marked all the way up to 40 inches. First one that bunny hops higher than 40 inches can buy some new 2x4s and remake this to be higher. Anyway, I know I won't be going over 40, so we're going to go ahead and take that bar and put it on these. We're going to get out of the shop because it's too tight in here to do that. Well, I brought these out here and I was all excited to show you how this works. But the problem is I bought a 1/2 inch PVC pipe, and apparently a 1/2 inch is the inner diameter and not the outer diameter, which basically means that this barely fits within my 1 inch slots and will get stuck in there, and we don't want that. We want it to pop out really easily. So it looks like I'm gonna, in order to finish this video, I'm gonna go back to the hardware store. Haha, there we have it. There's my bunny hop bar. Pretty easy to make. So I had to run to the hardware store and get this, I don't know what this is, some kind of garden post to stick in the garden and put tomato plants on or something like that. I'm not a gardener, so I don't know, but that's where I found it, in the gardening section. And this will work perfect. The green might get a little disguised depending on where this is set up, so it might be a good idea for me to put some, you know, bright tape on there or something. But this will work. It's flexible, springy, and if somebody hits it, falls right out of there. That's what we want, as long as you're coming this way. So that's it. Bunny hop high jump bar. Super easy to make. So go make yourself a bunny hop bar. Start bunny hopping. Now that I have this made, I'm going to do a how-to video on how to bunny hop a full suspension mountain bike. Thanks for watching.